Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures. Today's video is going to be about the new figures that have been announced by Hot Toys today. So of course, without further ado, we're going to be jumping into it. So the first figure we have over here is the Kamen Rider version 3. Now don't ask me anything about it, I'm not a big fan of these products. I did grow up in Hong Kong with my parents living over there, so it was in this kind of period where these things were popular. But sadly, I never liked it, and it's something that is very popular in Asia. So, yeah, I'm not going to be buying them. So, I'm sorry if you like this kind of show. That's good for you, but these are not for me. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these figures. I call them Bugman because they do look like a bug. There's a cool little feature that you have on the belt, and the eyes light up. So I guess if you're a fan of it, remember, go and purchase them, because if Hot Toys is doing these figures, that means they must have some people who want them, and maybe you want to pick them up if you're a fan, so Hot Toys can continue doing these more I would say more Asian market directed products, because I know that there's some people who are fan of these shows over in Europe, but sadly I try to watch it on YouTube. It's something who is from 1995. I know that this show started in 1971 and it still seems to be going on now. I don't know how good it is, but it looked very much like something from Bioman. So yeah, I hate those things and I find it pretty ridiculous. Anyway, as you can see, while I was talking about these, the head sculpt, everything looks pretty nice, and now there seems to be two different versions of the thing with the cards. We'll be talking about it a bit more when we're going to be going to the next. Now the second figure that we have over here is Iron Man Mark III. So again, Hot Toys is doing another version of the Mark III, who's becoming a bit boring at this time. I really think that Hot Toys has way too much leftover parts. So as you can see while I'm talking about it, you're going to be having a look at the different pictures. So yes, it opens up, it seems to be nice. When I'm seeing so many movable parts, ask any mechanic, he's going to tell you more you have moving parts on a car, the more you have risk of problems. So yeah, this is something that is kind of scary, and also the fact of some people having some problems with these armors who are die cast. I haven't opened any, so I cannot really talk, but I will be doing reviews of them. I have a whole bunch of those guys lying upstairs, but of course, as you can see, I will be passing on this one. Now, there's also a version with the card I will be talking at the end of the video. Now for the last figure. This is of course Superior Iron Man. This is a CMS and not an MMS. I think this is a bit of a missed opportunity from Hot Toys to do the MMS. So of course it does look pretty shiny and neat. Afterwards I wonder how much and how is this going to age. Now of course, when we're talking about Superior Iron Man, a lot of people may know him from the comic books, but a lot of people will know him as a character that should have been included in Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness and played by, of course, by Tom Cruise. Sadly, he was not able to do it, so that project was scrapped. As you can see, this one does have a bit of a look of Benedict Cumberbatch, so yeah, it is a bit weird as a figure, but for me, making it a CMS is a bit a missed opportunity. Also, the fact that you're doing this as a regular figure doesn't make sense. This would have been a fantastic exclusive figure due to the fact that it's more of a niche market than a general public, because let's be honest, people are more interested in the MCU than the comics. I mean, the sales of comics is not going up, it's more going down compared to the movies, even if the movies right now are not doing so great. Anyway, we have some more pictures of the suit, and here we have the all what you get, and then we have the exclusive version who comes with this little extra card that you're going to be seeing now. So this seems to be the new thing that's on the block for Hot Toys. Hot Toys seems to be putting these metallic plates with every one of their new figures. Maybe try to reboost the value of them. Now let's talk about these metal plates who are being shown over here. So of course on the bottom row you have the Fantastic Four ones, then you have the different figures for the new ones, of course, that I've talked about, and some extra ones that I will be talking about after we've passed this panel over here. But this is the new collector item who is included in every new Hot Toys. Now if we have a look, we have some interesting figures. So there's of course the actor who plays Daryl in The Walking Dead, who is also playing in a video game. So this one up here, there's going to be an artistic version of it and a regular version. So roughly those are going to be about $450, $400. Afterwards, if you look underneath, we have the Joker. So Joker's going to get the revamped version of the bank robber. So this is going to put it as the 03. Or the 3.0 version, due to the fact that we already got two ones before. Now one of them is limited to 500 pieces if I'm not mistaken, and that one's going to cost about $400, and it's going to be of course the artisan version, so it's going to have real hair, a bit like the Joker they did before. I guess it's going to be a bit of a reuse of some parts. So of course the other Joker is about 1,800 Hong Kong dollars, that's about 240 US dollars. Afterwards, something a bit surprising, we have Cain from Robocop 2, who's a bit of a surprise, and that one's going to be more closer to $430, $450, so I guess going to be sold by Sideshow around $500. Of course this is more of a speculative thing, but I believe that's what's going to be the prices for it. And then we have another figure from Robocop 2. Now the Robocop 2 figure seems pretty cheap because they're saying it's die cast, but $240 seems extremely cheap for that figure. And of course you're going to have the two versions, with the card and without the card, who seems to be the big new thing in the block. So of course we have the Iron Man underneath, we have the Iron Man Superior, then we have a release of the Alien Big Chap. Also something very interesting that they're going to do. So is it going to be 2.0, because the Big Chap was already available a few years back. I don't have the MMS number in head, but I know that it was released a few years ago. I think I have one in my collection, or hope I still have it in my collection. And then we have the Kamen Rider. So that's going to be it for the news from Hot Toy Figures. If you like this kind of video, please leave a like, share, comment on the section. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments section. Also, go and check out my Facebook page if you want to see some pictures or some other news. You can go and have a look over there. And also, don't forget to go to Instagram. I've been uploading some pictures. I know I haven't been very regular with it, but I'm sorry about it. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!